People of the internet, let's speak on this, and I want to share my take. Okay, here it goes right here. I did see this video. Of course, I think he went live on his Instagram live. Can I make this bigger? Yeah, I can. Cool. Let me watch this real quick. I have my thoughts. Let's watch this real quick, and then I have my thoughts as well too to this whole Lil Wayne situation, because it's been bothering me for a little bit. Like, come on. Let me watch this real quick.
There's your words turn into arms, and it held me up when I try to fall back. That hurt a lot. You know what I'm talking about? It hurt a whole lot. I blame myself for not being mentally prepared for a letdown, and for just automatically mentally putting myself in that position, like somebody told me that was my position. So I blame myself for that. But I thought that was nothing, I thought that was nothing better than that spot and that stage and that platform in my city. And so it hurt. It hurt a whole lot. But y'all are fucking amazing. It made me feel like shit not getting this opportunity. And when I felt like shit, you guys reminded me that I ain't shit without y'all. And that's an amazing reality. So, like I said, it broke me, and I'm just trying to put me back together, but my God, have you all helped me. Thanks to all my peers, my friends, my family, my homies on sports television, everybody repping me. I really appreciate that. I really do. I feel like I let all of y'all down by not getting that opportunity. But I'm working on me, and I'm working. So, thank you.
All right. Okay, so that was actually my first time watching it in its entirety, right? I watched a few seconds of that clip earlier today. Let me give y'all my honest to God reaction to this, because it's a little bit, as we always do, right? On the internet, we always see mixed reactions. You have some people that will be on one side of something, and you have other people that are on another side of something, right? I'm on the side that says, relax, Lil Wayne. Relax. I don't think, honestly, all right, let's break this down, right? We're talking about the Super Bowl here. Let's not even get into, the beef, the sides, because I'm hearing so many different rumors. Jay-Z did this to him. Jay-Z doesn't like Drake, and this is his way of getting back at Drake and Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj and da-da-da, this and the other, blah, 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 blah. Jay-Z's a hater, blah, 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 blah. Because, of course, if you're not aware, Jay-Z, I forget his role within the NFL, but Jay-Z does have some type of role of power within the NFL and who performs at the Super Bowl specifically or something like that. I forgot his role. So people were speculating, it's just another, because of the whole Drake and Kendrick thing, this, that, blah, 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 this, that, and the other, yada, yada, yada. When it comes to the Super Bowl, folks, the Super Bowl is bigger than hip-hop, right? The Super Bowl is bigger than hip-hop. Don't forget, they gave us already, so they already gave us, what was it, the last Super Bowl? I think last Super Bowl, of course, was Usher, and I think a lot of Atlanta folks, whatever the case is. The year before that, I think, was the LA one with, all of the West Coast, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, Eminem, all these other people, whatever the case is. So, I think people are under the pressure now that it's always supposed to be hip-hop acts that come on, and, that's what we're owed, or whatever the case is. Another thing I thought was interesting is that, and I said this to somebody else as well, too, earlier, is like, when did it become a thing because the Super Bowl is held in a certain place, that we must find a hometown veteran to perform in that performance, to perform at the halftime show, specifically because of the location of the Super Bowl? That's never been a thing. There's no rule that says, hey, because the Super Bowl is in Louisiana, we must find a Louisiana artist. There's no rule that says that. You got to understand, and I saw somebody else say this as well, too. You got to understand, believe it or not, there are people out there that have no idea. There's football fans out there that have no idea who Lil Wayne is. we got to be realistic here. Like, there's some people out there that that are outside the scope of this black culture, hip hop culture, that have no idea who Lil Wayne is. So they're not losing any sleep because he's not performing at the Super Bowl. But of course, us in this culture, we want to see to it that, whatever the case. Now, I'll say this. I see where people are feeling like, okay, he's slighted. Oh, they slighted him. How can they not bring him out? This, that, the other. But again, there's no rule that says you must. The Super Bowl's set here, so we must find an artist that is from here to be a part of the halftime performance. That's not a rule. I think that's a courtesy. That's something that they can take into consideration, but there's no rule to do so. So that's one thing, right? Another thing is, let's be honest, of course, and what we were saying as well too, and I guess what Lil Wayne was somewhat saying as well, because he kind of said like, oh, I was disappointed, I was hurt, I'm not best because he didn't prepare himself for the letdown or whatever the case is. Nah, Lil Wayne, let's keep it real, man. You don't seem to be physically fit or capable to even take on that task, that stage, man. And again, like, people will, in this culture, you got to be hesitant of what you say because people will misconstrue your words and think just because you make a statement like that must automatically mean you're a hater or that you don't support Lil Wayne or that you don't like what the case is. Let's be very clear. Lil Wayne ran my generation for over a decade. Over a decade. If we want to take it back to the Hot Boys and when it was, BG and them, Lil Wayne, Birdman and all, Lil Wayne's been running our generation for well over a decade. So, of course, I'm a Wayne fan. Of course, we were bumping his mixtapes, reciting all his lyrics with the cases. So, please don't misconstrue me saying that I also agree that he shouldn't be a part of the Super Bowl as me saying that I don't like Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne has been running our generation. And it's honestly one of those things where it's just like, for the fact that we already hail him as a GOAT, we call him a GOAT. We already call him a GOAT. We know what he's capable of. We've already put him as one of our legends. We call him one of our hip-hop legends. He's one of the GOATs. Nobody's taking that away from him. But when it comes to the audience of all of America, let's call the nation of America, is Lil Wayne really the one you want headlining that show? And what songs will he be performing that are prime time Channel 7 or whatever channel that the Super Bowl comes on? What songs will he be performing that would make that possible, that would make him an ideal fit for such a wide audience? You got to, again, folks, you got to realize that the Super Bowl is bigger than hip hop culture. There's people out there that never heard of Lil Wayne. There's people out there that are not losing any type of sleep because he's not performing. So one, I don't even think, this is not me doubting his discography. Of course, we know Lil Wayne has a bunch of songs that he could play, but is it Super Bowl primetime television friendly? It is not. Not that I know. I'm struggling to even think of 3, 4. Let me 3 songs that are, I'm sure there's some maybe that are relevant enough because of course he can go in his vault. He has a wide discography. He can go in his vault and play some things, of course. But are the songs that Lil Wayne can play during a halftime Super Bowl performance, is it realistic? And then is Wayne even physically, mentally, emotionally in a position to headline a Super Bowl performance? I don't know. He himself, of course, we've seen a lot of footage of him, in interviews. I've seen him on some certain podcasts where he doesn't look to be 100%. And that's no shade. That's no slight. We all can agree and say that that's the situation. Yeah, and I agree 100%. I think he himself knows. I think he only rebutted because of the backlash, right? Like, because again, for some time he didn't say anything. A lot of people were speaking for him. Nicki Minaj spoke out. Birdman spoke out. His engineer spoke out. Lil Wayne just now spoke out and said, okay, he too feels slighted. But I think he himself knows, bro, I'm not fit to headline the Super Bowl performance. Would he want to? Of course. Yeah, what artist wouldn't? Because it is a primetime stage, But let's be realistic, folks. And I am seeing some people on Twitter. I did see some people on Twitter that's saying, like, what? I see somebody call it delusion of grandeur. It's literally delusion. Like, what? It's delusional, Lil Wayne. Come on, bro. And this is no shade to you or nothing like that, man. But it's a bit delusional to feel like you were entitled to that spot of headlining a Super Bowl performance. Now, could you have come out on stage, maybe performed a song, 1 or 2, which I honestly think is going to be the end result anyway. I saw somebody on Twitter say, I think it was Scotty Beam. I think she also said, man, at this point, you know how people be like, people be begging you for something. They'll beg you. Then you finally give and be like, all right, man, nigga, here. Damn. Here, man, take it. I feel like they might do that now. This has caused so much speculation and so much confusion. They might just be like, here, man, here, all right. We'll let you perform. Here, all right. Stop crying. Leave it alone now. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what's going to happen now. And even just kind of knowing Kendrick Lamar from, you know, the character that Kendrick kind of presents himself, I think Kendrick even knows as well, too, like, nah, yeah, it will be cool to have Wayne out. Because I feel like, you know, Lil Wayne, I'm sorry, Kendrick Lamar has been somebody that has always, you know, given credit to his greats. I think he, you know, is a Lil Wayne fan. I remember a clip going viral with Kendrick as well, too, saying that he, you know, just kind of giving his props to Lil Wayne. So knowing Kendrick himself, if it was up to Kendrick, I feel like, you know, they're probably already working something behind the scenes where Lil Wayne will indeed, you know, I think Kendrick would be on the side of voicing, hey, man, let that man come out. But I feel like there's a lot of political things. Now, you know, people are saying, is it because of Jay-Z? Is it because of this rap beef with Drake? Whatever the case is? And is the entire industry turning their back on Drake? Whatever. Maybe. I think that could be a part of it. But all of that to the side, I think if we're just talking about just the capability to do so, his physical and emotional state to be able to perform, to headline a Super Bowl performance, and then his overall mental and emotional health, I think it's a reach. I think it's a stretch to be saying that he was entitled to that role. I think it would, of course, I'm seeing in the comments here, my sister said as well too, I think it's a courtesy. I think it would have definitely been a courtesy, like, all right, cool, we'll let you on. We do know you're from Louisiana. We respect what you've done to the game. Well, as a courtesy, we'll let you on. But don't feel entitled because there's no rule that says you must perform. Being that the Super Bowl, wherever the Super Bowl, the setting of the Super Bowl, let's find an artist that's from here to perform. That's never been a rule, ever. So I kind of want to put this narrative to rest. Lil Wayne, you are a GOAT. Nobody's ever going to take that away from you. You are a legend in this hip-hop community. You've run generations. You are a GOAT. But there are, and myself included, a lot of people that are more so concerned about your well-being mentally, physically, emotionally, that I think supersedes the whole debate of whether, should he have been headlining, whatever the case is, yada, yada, yada. So, again, and I think, honestly, I think he himself knows, man, it would be nice. I think if I'm Lil Wayne right now, like, it would be nice, but am I ready? Like, if I'm Lil Wayne, would I? It'll be nice. Yeah, nobody wants to miss out on that opportunity. Yeah, I would. Yeah, you would want to perform, but am I fit to do so? Am I fit to do so, man? Am I mentally fit to do so? Am I physically fit to do so? He doesn't really look well, honestly, man. Honestly, physically speaking, you never, from the outside looking in, let's think about all the other, celebrities or what are the cases that we found out after the fact that, oh, man, all along they were sick. You maybe see the signs, whether, and how they speak or their physical appearance. You can maybe tell, like, oh, man, he doesn't look too well. Lil Wayne has definitely been one of those people for some months now, if we want to be honest. For some months now, all the time that Wayne has had some type of public appearance, he didn't look at his best, which would raise any type of alarms for a lot of people. So, folks, we just got to be realistic. I think, and I am seeing a decent amount of people online that are also agreeing with this exact sentiment, saying that it is a reach, it's a bit delusional, and people are kind of, blowing this whole thing out of proportion by saying Lil Wayne is the ideal candidate to headline a Super Bowl performance. I think that's a little bit of a reach. But shout out to Lil Wayne, man. You are indeed a GOAT. You are. We appreciate you. But come on, I'm struggling right now to think of 3 songs. Okay, let's say the average halftime performance. Let's say you perform how many songs during a halftime performance? Let's say 5. Name 5 Lil Wayne songs that are safe and friendly, that are family friendly to play during the Super Bowl. And of course, he has a long discography. Like, his discography is deep, so he could. I'm sure there's some, but 5. Name me 5 Lil Wayne songs that are safe to play during the Super Bowl. Lil Wayne has a bunch of songs. Let's not deny that, man. But I'm even trying to think of a song. What's the song with him and Kendrick? Let me see something real quick. Let me see what's the one song that he has with Kendrick. I'm like, can they even perform this song? Lil Wayne and Kendrick have a song together. I don't even know if it's safe to play. Mona Lisa. Let me hear this real quick. This song, I think this song is not even safe to play. The one song that Kendrick and Kendrick and Lil Wayne had together, I don't even think it's safe to play at the Super Bowl. So I don't even know if they're gonna play that. Mona Lisa, yeah, let's play it. Let me pause right there. The one song that Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar have, that song's not even being performed at the Super Bowl. Let's be real, bro. So he's not pulling out. Now, okay, of course, I'm not saying they have to perform the song that they had together, but this song that they're playing, you think they're playing this at the Super Bowl? If Kendrick is performing and saying, all right, feature Lil Wayne, they call out Lil Wayne, they're not performing this song. They're not. Come on, bro. Let's be real. There's no way Kendrick's going to be performing when they say, all right, bet, bring out Wayne, and they perform the one song they had together. Is that the only song they got together? I'm pretty sure it is. The one song Kendrick and Lil Wayne had together, that song can't even be performed, let alone Lil Wayne's own discography. Again, I'm struggling to think of at least 5 songs. To perform at the halftime, performance is maybe what, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. I can't think of 5 songs that Lil Wayne could play comfortably at the Super Bowl without no problems. Again, this is a nationwide of all demographics, age appropriate, lyrics must be age appropriate. Song got to be age appropriate. I'm struggling. So again, I don't see how this was. What's the confusion? You were better off saying like, when if the debate was, oh, how could he, they overlooked, because honestly, I wasn't even thinking that when the news first broke. When the news first broke that Kendrick Lamar is going to be performing at the Super Bowl, I didn't even think for a second, oh, they overlooked Lil Wayne. Honest to God, I did not. Maybe because that's partially because I forgot that the Super Bowl was being held in Louisiana. So I think that's one of it. Like, I think that's my first, when they first announced it, I didn't even think for a second, hey man, why didn't they give it to Wayne? I didn't think that at all. And then when I realized that, oh wait, yeah, because the Super Bowl is in Louisiana, that's why, whatever the case is, I still don't think that he should be performing at the Super Bowl anyway. Headline? Come on, bro. A feature, maybe. Come out, perform 1 or 2 songs, hop back off, cool. You want him to headline the Super Bowl? Be real. Be real, bro. Y'all are not being realistic, man. But a lot of people are being realistic, and I'm on that side. I'm on the side of the internet that believes that this is just delusion. Mere delusion. Give up on that, Lil Wayne. But again, we respect you, Lil Wayne. Nobody's taking that away from you, bro. You the GOAT, bro. Get well, man. Get well physically, mentally, spiritually, man. Kendrick, I'm looking forward to it. Now, I'll say this. Kendrick did perform at a Super Bowl already. He didn't headline it, but he came out, which I thought was a thing as well, too. See, and that's why, for that fact alone, is why I think that it might be, some industry behind the scenes, whether people are saying, oh, it's because of Jay-Z, because we have already seen Kendrick at a Super Bowl. We have. This time he's headlining. Of course, he didn't headline it the first time, so it could be a reach to be like, hold on, we've seen him he's already made the Super Bowl stage one time as a feature. Now he's headlining it. That could be a lot. Within maybe 5 years? When was that when he came out? It was Rihanna and them, all of them, they all came out. Some could argue, hey, this does look like an attack against Drake or whatever the case is, because because of this whole beef. Maybe, if Jay-Z really doesn't like Birdman and Drake or whatever the case is, and how I was doing so good. if it's because of Jay-Z who made the call, I could see how some may say, hey, didn't Kendrick already grace the stage? Didn't he already grace the stage at the Super Bowl before? He did. He didn't headline it. So I don't know. But again, in terms of Lil Wayne headlining the Super Bowl, stop it. Stop. Get over it. No.